Jai Sri Ram, welcome everybody. Welcome to Bharat Marg. We are going to discuss today about the shameless Canadian PM who begs for a private meeting with India. It's very incredible. This is from a guy who went on public and accused Bharat of killing of his gangsters who are declared criminal by Bharat. Can you believe this? This guy, for the sake of votes, he goes and jeopardizes the whole foreign policy. And this is from a guy who never came and consoled the Hindus when Hindus were under attack, being in constant attack, when Hindu temple were attacked, Hindu businesses were attacked, the park was vandalized. Can you believe that? The park in Canada was vandalized because it was named after Bhagavad Gita. And this man, this shameless Canadian PM, now begs for private meet with India. This is what we are going to discuss about, friends, today. And do watch and give your comment, ask any questions you have. But before going further, friends, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with as many, and expose these hypocrites. Expose these enemies of India. Expose these enemies of Sanatan who just jeopardize Canada and Canadians and the respect of Canada, essentially, for the sake of few votes, jeopardizing the foreign policy. It's unbelievable. Never heard of. And friends, you know what? Before going further, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, Bharat Marg. And if you didn't already, and press the notification bell to make sure that you get our notification as we go live, along with the heading, so that you can join us and ask any questions you have and comment and give your feedback. Okay. And when we say freedom of speech, we don't talk like Trudeau, Canadian PM Trudeau, who says something and do something else. In Bharat Marg, we do have freedom of speech. I can guarantee you on it. Okay. And also, now you can subscribe for our documentary, The Real Sikh History, The Untold, by sending a WhatsApp to +1 647 964 4790. Friends, at Bharat Marg, we don't talk about the Sikh history which has been told to you. We talk about those which is not told. It's untold. Okay. If you are interested, send us a WhatsApp message to +1 647 964 4790 and stay connected. Friends, you know what? Let's get started. Shameless Canadian PM begs for private meet with India. Okay. World is seeing new India. It's not those things the West. Okay. I am saying you how racist these guys. Okay. I am going to say you, Justin Trudeau, he worn blackface and abused black community. Okay. And you talk about the insult to the First Nations. Anything who is not white is not his. That's why these guys never punished Kanishka Airlines criminals. Can you believe that? Bomb blasted, one of the biggest terrorist attack in the history of Canada. But you know what? That's okay. Most of them were gone, were all brown skin. It was a Air India flight. It doesn't matter. Okay, for him, because he doesn't want to be on the bad side of the gangsters and the mobsters who are declared criminals from Bharat and who is being nutritioned, funded by the liberal government of Canada, by the Canadian government per se. And I'm going to talk about this man. Okay, you have to understand, folks, when we say it's a very serious matter, 6 to 8 months time, close to 15 to 20 Hindu temples were looted. Hindu temple were vandalized. Hindu temple were, the gangsters raised by him, protected by him, and for the sake of the vote, they will come and write whatever they want. And this Canada where under his stewardship, guess what? The Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, the guys who killed the Indira Gandhi were portrayed as martyrs, and a big procession happened in Brampton, Canada. Can you believe that, folks? And this guy had no embarrassment, no shame. He never even took time to talk to the Hindu community. In fact, when Bhagavad Gita Park was vandalized, immediately you see Mr. Jaishankar, he raised a warning to the people who live here, Hindu community essentially, or who consider Bharat as their mother. I could be here, it doesn't matter, but Bharat is my mother, never forget it. Okay? And I have the same relationship with mother, what I had yesterday, and I have it today, and I will have it tomorrow. Okay? And the warning was raised by the Indian government that hate crimes on the rise. And this man never came and consoled the Hindu community. You know, he never stood with them. He never talked for them. He never protected them. And when the Indian embassy, the open protest happened, calling for the murder of the consulate general, the poster was put together all over Brampton, all over Canada, all over West Coast. This man never came and spoke a word, because he doesn't want to upset the mobsters, gangsters of Canada, who are declared criminals of Bharat, declared terrorists of Bharat. He doesn't want to abuse them because he is nutritioning them, he is funding them, he is standing with them to make sure he gets the votes. He doesn't care about Hindu community, because if the terrorists kill, who they are killing? Brown skinned? It doesn't matter. You had to understand, this is the man who brought the killers of the Jews to the parliament and gave a standing ovation for them. He doesn't care, folks. He cares for votes. That's it. And now, when the new India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, took action, this guy wants private meeting. Let's go a little bit further. Okay, this is Congress MP Ravneet Bittu exposes that many of the gurudwaras in Canada are run by his Trudeau's mobsters, gangsters who are being nutritioned, funded by him, who he is protecting. They run this gurudwara from where the Hindu hate, from where the hate for India is propagated. And he never took action that time. Okay, where openly the terrorists will be glorified. He never went ahead and condemned it. He never stood for us because he doesn't care. He is not supporting the mobsters, gangster, terrorists because he wants to. He just do it for the vote. And he doesn't care about the hate crimes that is happening for Hindus because our skin is not white. You see, this is how the racists think. Okay, and guess what? This man comes and says, Canadian Hindus, you get out from here now. And guess what, folks? He never speaks a word for the sake of the Hindu community. He never, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian PM, who begs for private meeting with India today, never came in protection of Hindus, folks. He never. You know what? He was not available. He is not a PM of everybody. He is the PM of only mobsters, gangsters, terrorists who fund his party. In fact, In fact, Ravneet Singh Bittu, the Congress MP, went on the Lok Sabha of India and say how the terrorists run gurudwaras in Canada are funding the Liberal Party of Canada, folks. Can you believe that? He goes us and exposes it. And he doesn't care. Justin Trudeau doesn't care, because for him, we are not even human beings. It doesn't matter. You know, he will talk about minority, putting his bloody nose in Bharat, talking about farmers' protest. He will talk, oh, freedom of speech. You know, we know how much freedom of speech he has. Okay, and the freedom rally that was happening was literally stamped. You know, the people were put behind the bar, dragged. Women and children were dragged, and he brought a overnight emergency along with his buddy Jagmeet Singh, who himself is banned from entering into the Bharat. You will never hear it. You will never hear it anywhere, folks. The leader of a major opposition party is banned from getting into one of the largest and democracy in the world, oldest democracy in the world. No, he is not allowed for his terrorist connections, but he is his bed buddy. Okay, these two guys brought emergency overnight and took away the money of those who were fighting. And he was complaining about poking his nose into the farmer protest, poking his nose into the CAA protest that was happening in Bharat. Because you know what? He doesn't care for the people. He hates Bharat. He hates Sanatan. He hates Hindus. That's why this actor, drama teacher, ex-drama teacher, was abusing Bharat. But when it happened in Canada, there is no freedom of speech in Canada, folks. There is no the emergency. These guys can bring it anytime and take away all your money. That's what they did at the Freedom Rally. Friends, you know what? Now, after doing all these things, after letting go of the Hindu community, after letting go of that community, see here, this guy is openly saying Hindus go to India. Canada doesn't belong to this. Belong to you. And this Prime Minister of Canada was keeping quiet, siding with the terrorist folks, because he needs their vote. Can you believe this, folks? Can you believe this? Unbelievable. Unbelievable hate crimes. Unbelievable. And guess what? Today, there is a situation in Canada, folks. Hindus are afraid of sending their children to the school. Can you believe this? One of the land of the peace. Now, Hindus are afraid, scared to send because you know about the cowards. They go where the vulnerability is more. And there is no other place which is more vulnerable than the schools. And you know what? How they do things here, how they were brainwashing, Hindu phobic during the time of farmer protest and CAA protest, etc. in Canada by the government-sponsored terrorists is unbelievable, folks. Canadian government-sponsored terrorists. They have full roots everywhere, and they were doing this, and this guy was quiet, okay? Because he doesn't care for you and me, okay? All he cares about is his vote bank, folks. That's it. And it comes from the mobsters, gangsters, terrorists, and more. That's why many of the good people in Liberal Party are quitting that and coming away. That's why his popularity, they see it, folks. Minority is under attack. Minority is not safe in Canada. You see me? Okay, I look different. So heck what? I am a minority in this country. Is Canada protecting me? No. Is he a prime minister for me? No, he doesn't think so. He thinks he is only the prime minister of mobsters, gangsters, terrorists who he protect. And today, after severe action from Bharat, he didn't expect this. He was thinking he is playing with a child like him, who doesn't have political novice like him. He is playing with Prime Minister Modi. He doesn't have no clue. And guess what? After suspending the visa for Canadians to India, because you don't want the hate mongers coming in. And this guy is a professional sponsor of the hate mongering against Hindus and Bharat. Okay, and after that, now removal of 41 diplomats. 41 diplomats, they will be kicked out on October 10th. India says you either take them off, otherwise their diplomatic status will be gone. And after saying that after their diplomats being booted out by India, now he wants a private meet. Shameless Trudeau. Hey, shameless Trudeau. Why do you want private meeting? You spoke everything. You abused Bharat in public. You abused when your gangsters had attacked each other and killed each other. Canada is a mess, folks. There is a organized crime. Theft is happening all day long. Okay, you think, in a small city, it is very easy to have 20-25 break-ins every day. I'm not talking about every month, every day. And the government does nothing. Okay, and now, after getting beaten up, black and white, now he wants a private meet. I'll say I will challenge the Canadian PM, shameless Trudeau. If you have any shame left in you, you went on public to accuse Bharat for the fight between your organized crime gang in Canada. Listen to me. If you have guts, if you have any shame left in you, go and apologize to Bharat and then ask for public meeting. Have a CCTV telecast. Why do you want to have a private meeting? Why do you want to hide in the rat hole and talk without anybody knowing? Hey man, you are dealing with New India, and the Indian Prime Minister have seen many pappus like you. And your time is up. Canadians don't want you. Canadians hate you. Okay, I know your wife just quit you. Now it's time for Canada to quit you, because Canada cannot afford, Canadians cannot afford a man who jeopardizes foreign policy, who jeopardizes his relationship with one of the fastest growing nations in the world. Canadians cannot afford a man who can jeopardize his relationship with the largest democracy, the mother of democracy of the world, just because you want to impress your Canadian goons, gangsters and mobsters and terrorists branded by India. So if you have guts, have a public meeting, is my message. Friends, what do you think of this? Let us know. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Do comment and say. I love to hear what you are thinking, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Jai Sri Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare